We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Denver Broncos.
Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And taken down just shy of the 40. If you look at this Bronco defense,
they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. He exceeded that number in a big way.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now it's Smith running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Leonard.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at him right now. Instead, they went against him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run with Smith. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton.
Leonard's pass complete to Dante Thornton. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Leonard. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Yellow.
Purdy. The short throw caught by Andrews. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down. Leonard. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Leonard. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy is set up to throw it here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Get set, get set. Yellow. Yellow.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd down and 13.
Get set, get set. Hey, we gotta Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out right at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Here's this out for Matthews. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Purdy.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
18. Watch out. Go get him. Go get him. Yellow. Yellow.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll try and do this himself.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb,
54 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least first 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18, watch out!
Purdy from the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
18, yellow, 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 yellow. Stop.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught by Lamb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. In motion left, that's Thornton. 2nd and 4. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
From the 44, Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Walter Nolan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Watch out! Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch out!
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Outside. 118. Yellow. Yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It's a gain of 16, 1st down, Falcons.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Leonard. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Back to throw, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Outside. Right around outside. Hands up. Yellow.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Yellow.
Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Mason Graham gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
18, watch out. Yellow.
Now Purdy. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one looks like he'll throw here. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trucks over it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Broncos' 38-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey,
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation, because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Yellow.
To throw is Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. James Pierce in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Purdy with one final shot here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.